Hello, welcome back to Bookend Gaming. I'm Travis.
I'm Eric.
And this is Otaku Someday.
Otaku every day.
One of them eventually is going to land on a Tuesday again.
Probably.
But I don't know which one, so I can't say. Whatever.
It's fine.
We're just eating tacos every day.
That sounds great.
That's why my voice is going out. No, it's because the last episode was nonstop me talking.
It really was.
Making poor choices, but poor choices that led to possible good outcomes, even though I have to share my woman with two other dudes.
I was going to say, it led to a happy, albeit strange life where you live in the...
Right, it's like they're just like, I guess we're cool to live together. None of them would have tried to kill anyone?
Yeah, no. They decided that was the end. Okay, now we're all cool with living here.
Yeah, I guess. And Monokuma...
As long as we all get a bang Hina.
Monokuma wouldn't have sabotaged any of that, you know? I don't...
And Hina's like, yeah, okay.
I guess I'll just have sex with everybody. That's a thing.
It doesn't even seem like a
And Toko's
plausible...
just dead for some
Yeah,
reason.
they never explain why did Toko die.
I assume it's like I assume it has something to do with. I mean,
I'm gonna try to look that up while you're like see if there's actual lore. Like,
Yeah.
what happened to Toko?
Well, it's because I mean, Hina had Byakuya's kid, so
Right.
Toko definitely would have like either tried to kill Hina and maybe they like killed her, or she
Right.
killed herself. I mean, it's a false thing.
She would have had to have she probably killed herself because if someone killed her, then you'd have to do a trial.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, she probably like he went for Hina because everyone else was going for Hina.
I'm gonna look that up.
Okay, you go right ahead.
After I load something onto my
Yeah.
computer.
During the night? There's a silhouette outside your window. It's creeping me out.
It's probably my neighbor who goes outside like 80 times a day.
What a weirdo. I can hear them, you know.
You can hear who?
The footsteps of the god of death.
What? Sorry, what?
I am starting to get worried that I'm trapped down here with you. I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this. Which is exactly what happened with you.
Okay.
I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell.
I'm a little afraid of you now.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie.
And I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Oh my god.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. They really like this CG.
No kidding. They have not showed any other CG more than not even close to
Right.
this.
I intervened immediately, of course. Why couldn't we have seen the freaking sauna shower scene multiple times?
Right? I had to go. It flashed away so quickly. We had to go back and look at it again.
I know, right?
And the one where Hina's lying in bed. I mean, she's crying and sad, but
Oh, I know, but
that was such a good one.
Yeah, I know. That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to...
Oh no! I dropped my phone.
Whoever the master assailant was, they ended up dead. You didn't check who it was. And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room.
It's a good thing she didn't check, because there was a boom.
I guess. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. Yeah, we've established that. So all this would mean that whoever killed Hakuna is also the mastermind.
Here we go. Why does Toko die in the bad ending? You can keep going.
Okay. I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
I probably won't be able to read the answer.
I mean, yeah. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? Mastermind would use a class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction.
None of this makes sense.
And it's not just
goddammit.
Hakuna. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. This game is bullshit. So
I called bullshit.
what does it all mean?
Words.
Every time different cards, he still wins. He's got to learn to lose too, you know. It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. What? Just a little more.
I mean, we're the ones trapped down here in the garbage chute.
Right, a little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. Other? There's no doubt that Hakuna was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not. If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
It wasn't just what happened in that room. Like
Oh,
that classroom.
yeah.
Yeah.
The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair?
It would seem
that despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair, then make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this.
Okay, no, I can read this.
Okay.
There's like an unofficial answer from like some manga that somebody made.
Okay.
They're like, oh, that makes sense. But they asked the actual maker, and he says he just shrugged and stated that she just exploded somehow.
They just wanted to kill her off.
Just kill her off.
Yeah. Well, what's the thing?
Like, you'd think she'd stay away from explosives after she got blown up, and it's just the picture of.
Yeah. His hair is
long.
long.
When asked how she died, he just shrugged and stated she exploded somehow.
There's a manga?
Well, I think it's like somebody made it. A fan made.
Based on the bad ending?
Yeah.
I kind of want to see that.
Because in that way, it looked like she hung herself or something, which makes more sense.
Yeah. Because that was my initial thought. Is like, okay, she killed herself because she's obsessed with...
Yeah, like, why have her dead?
That's it. Why wouldn't she have Bakugan's kid?
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, obviously she killed herself because Hina has Bakugan's kid.
Yeah, well, she exploded herself.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That is the ultimate despair, and that is our real enemy.
She grabbed another bomb from something.
100-mile dash.
Oh, you finished chapter 5. Woo!
We did it. Namisimos.
To be continued.
Maybe, unless we run out of time. Dildo!
You got an anal plug.
Right? I get a rocket. I just have a rocket now.
So you did pick up that big rocket down there. 5 alive. Chapter 5.
Awesome. Whew. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. The same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting around the world. Squid Game. Mm-hmm. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed.
I want to say this came first, but who knows?
I have no
idea.
Books
and stuff.
Yeah. Right
Freaking
now,
books. Who reads books?
Losers? Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Door!
Can I try the door again? Rattle, rattle?
Rattle, rattle. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door.
Do you?
Yeah. Throw her into it. We have a rocket.
We do have a rocket.
Kyoko, do you still have that one thing?
The rocket?
Your love for me? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Say what now?
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it.
She starts feeling around. She's like, I left it.
I think I dropped it in the trash somewhere.
Yeah.
And it can open any door in the school, right? That's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right?
I mean, maybe. If it opens every door in the school.
Right. Hey, Kyoko, can we use that key of yours to open this door? We just said yes. Let's find out. 1, 2. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma to sign us. Let the keyhole and click.
Yeah, rattle, rattle, click.
Yes, it opened.
Yes, it opened.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good, girl.
I'm going to need you to shower first.
We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Into a larger garbage pit.
No!
Finally.
A series of garbage pits.
We were finally free, but there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief.
Breath of relief.
Because the real fight had just begun.
Get your breath of relief with Ricola.
This just turns it into like a beat-em-up side-scroller.
Or you're in this, yeah. It's like Doom. It just becomes a Doom.
I'd be okay with that. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. That picture made it seem like this was the final chapter. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Whoa!
Whoa! You go first, for obvious reasons.
Is there a way to, like, brighten the picture? The ladder was impossibly long. Couldn't even see where it ended.
It's like Metal Gear.
Right? Snake Eater. It's like the longest ladder in video game history. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me.
Or Kyoko's underpants.
Damn it. If she's even wearing any. I had no idea we were so far down. You're perverted. Shut up. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
How excited are you to beat this game so you can finally look up R34 stuff? Because
I
know
wasn't
you've been
gonna
keeping
say
away
it.
from it.
I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, I have been. I've been keeping because I've already told you. If people watching this watch other stuff that we make, I've recently talked about how like I look up, like when I play a game, I randomly look up Rule 34 stuff.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, like what's out there? What have people done?
Right.
And I've avoided it for this game because I'm like, there's gonna be spoilers in there.
Yeah.
Like I don't go on any subreddits, nothing. And I'm like, man, I really want to. Come on, Hina.
Yeah. Right. I do like Kyoko.
I do. And now I'm wondering, like you said, there's that comic, that manga that someone made.
Yeah.
Is it porn?
I think so.
Because I'm like, I was like, okay, so she kills herself, and then they have a bunch of kids. I was like, oh, I kind of want to read that because it's the different end. And I'm like, wait, is it just about them making kids?
It could be.
I mean, it could just be like a little short story thing. Could just be like a fan art thing. Yeah, I'll be careful.
Yeah,
Back to the
it's
game.
a doujin.
Oh, is it? Well, that'll be the first thing I read when I can. You have to send that to me. Not yet, though. But now that you said it, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it.
It's just okay. I mean, yeah, all right.
Is it? Is it bad?
Well, no, it just had 2 panels from it, but like it's just one of them is Toko hanging herself.
Oh, there you go.
And then the next one's just I'm pregnant.
Oh God. Yeah. So it's literally like impregnation porn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, oh, and they ask the developer guy, and he's just like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Exploded.
He didn't want to say, oh, yeah, that's canon.
Yeah, right.
So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said that you're the ultimate detective, right? So, do you think you could find your way to these nuts? How long have you been doing detective work?
I mean, literally all I would do is have to ask.
How long? That's very true.
Yeah.
I would not even have to ask. Just look down. Ever since I can remember, I came from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Nobody ever wants to play Among Us with me.
Sacred duty.
Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Infamous.
Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
It kind of means the same thing.
My
I've never
father-
understood.
My father is Sherlock Holmes. How come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Right.
because we take pride in it. Well, famous and infamous are like, they're kind of the same, but they're not. Because infamous is more like negative connotation.
Well, I guess it's. I
like
guess
infamous
I
is
was thinking
famous
more
for
like-
being terrible.
Well, okay, but you're still famous.
Yeah, you still
just
are
for bad
famous.
reasons.
Yeah, you're
I
bad
mean,
famous.
I get more like valuable and invaluable,
Yeah, or flammable and inflammable.
or fat chance and slim chance.
Oh yeah, weird. Why do we do this? Because we take pride in it. Thanks for answering. Pride.
Oh right, there's a game going on.
I know. I keep just like looking at you and chatting. A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things. I watched Glass Onion. And to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society.
We are Switzerland.
Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. Can you stop talking so you quit covering up your bum? But it's our family creed, and we do what we must
Like you
to
fart a
protect it.
picture of your face.
Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains nothing.
Ooh,
Before I came here, when I was looking up info about I never saw anything about her.
on R34.
I never actually sat here and read this. There's a state-of-the-art, ultimate pop sensation, ultimate baseball pro, the first 2 to go.
Mm-hmm.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride is to meet me because you love me. The reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak
Right?
it was because that's how
YN?
much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
This would be a really awkward conversation while you're climbing.
Right? I know they're supposed to be climbing, but it just because it's a still image, I just picture them like just hanging out on the ladder chatting. She's just like talking to your ass.
Yeah.
But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right?
Or they're like, it's not climbing upwards, it's actually just moving forwards.
Yeah, it's the old Batman and Robin show where they're like walking on a sidewalk and the camera's turned sideways.
Yeah.
But you'd just have so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There's something I want to say to him, though. What?
Isn't that like the same thing?
You missed my recital. No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it? I have a boyfriend.
so
No! I want to sever all ties with him.
No, it's you. Don't worry. That's how I was.
Oh, he's already let go of the ladder.
he is dead.
Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future,
however,
but he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason. Why am I trying to defend this dude? I'm sure
Right.
your dad wanted to take you with him. He put us in this terrible situation as far as we know, but if that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do.
Pride.
I take pride in my family name.
Pride in what you do.
So every last...
They've said it like 10 times.
Right. Pride and hope and despair and pride and hope and despair. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, but I bet it was
Or
cute.
her butt.
Yeah. So I couldn't tell. Couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling.
I mean, you would be able to see her from where you are if you look.
Yeah, just
you
look through
wouldn't
your
be able to
crotch.
see it if you were below her.
Yeah. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional.
I
Kind of tired of her now. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
I liked you more when you betrayed me.
Would they say that? Would anyone in that position be like, oh, I understand why my father left me?
No.
however,
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
He never bought me my
So-
pony.
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day.
I
Oh, Jesus, sorry. I'm tearing up over here. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. Oh, hang on, I gotta take a drink.
By the way, could you, start climbing? I'm still at the bottom
Right.
row.
These boots are not made for climbing ladders. They're made for walking.
I'm sorry, I can't climb. I can't multitask.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But you're family. Just cut him out like that.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter how toxic your family is, you should never cut them out. Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No, I like jazz. Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. I would have assumed she's way into family.
I'm gonna climb, yeah.
So instead, I said nothing. Awkward.
So after this, do you want to, go to Olive Garden? It's like when you're there, you're family.
Yeah, we could be family. With unlimited breadsticks. Just keep climbing the ladder in complete silence. After I don't know how long, we finally reached the top.
Shoo. Oh. Ah.
Where'd she go? She fell behind.
Yep.
Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room?
No.
Not at all. I'm fairly certain this is where we'll come out. Oh, there's some kind of crystal ball stuff blocking it.
Yeah.
I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes
Thank
nothing.
God you did that.
Right? You've thought of everything. You're a mastermind. I reached my right hand up and pushed it against the hatch.
Rattle, rattle.
The hatch opened with ease, and so
Yeah.
we somehow we get up here and it's Leon chucking the crystal ball. It's like, Wait a second.
Yeah,
The
it-
time loop reset too far.
You see yourself, and you're like, shit.
Something's wrong. Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back at Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. You know, that time you saved me from a trash heap.
Oh yeah, remember? Wait, no.
So now what do we do?
Do we kiss?
Is it a kiss now? A little kiss? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but I still need that kiss. But if the
I kind of like it now.
yeah, the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might. Why don't you just stay in my room?
Why don't you just put the ramen back on your head?
They'll never know who it is. You're worried. Yeah, of
I'll
course.
call you my little cuppa. A cup of noodles.
My little nudes. Send nudes. Then let's just get a concrete answer. What?
In other
Let's ask
words,
Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
No, I thought I was just gonna like avoid him.
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. When she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. Oh, right. I've only accidentally clicked those a million times. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
What does ensnared mean?
He's tied up in my closet.
Oh!
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation. That's why he ran away, exposed himself to his daughter. Into Makuro's death, I mean Akuna. There was a moment when the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down.
Don't worry, he's like Beetlejuice. You just say his name a few times.
That's true. He might show up 2 or 3 times. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Also, I smell like
Monokuma
garbage.
should be in the gym. I mean, he's fucking ripped.
He's getting swole.
Yeah, let's get going. Can I just open the map? I sure can.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else to talk
Go
to?
talk to Hina.
No.
Not on this floor.
Bathhouse.
Yeah. I would very much like to bathe first.
Yes.
I've been sleeping
Preferably
in
as a
garbage.
group. Yeah. Now we can have 2 baby machines.
Yeah.
Well now,
Oh.
well now.
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much. She's pretty cute, actually. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here?
Sorry, I'm just going to revel in the fact that I don't have to read. Just for a sec. Damn it! That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really going to be okay?
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
No.
What?
So what if I did? Na boo boo. What will you do?
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's it's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
Talking for like 5 seconds and I'm already dying.
That's not my cool voice.
So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
Kyoko!
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me say one thing. Bramble juice. That's the code!
Password unlocked.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. So, I have an anti-executing Makoto ring. So, my dad works at Nintendo. Not that that matters to you, right?
I lose? You explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Well, you set up the latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
See, I got the correct ending the first time. This is the false ending. I want the ending that has the porn.
Right?
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto, the blackened, and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
Why did I invite the ultimate detective? I'm such a fucking idiot.
But then, there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery.
Say that 5 times fast.
Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of being a being that could come to our aid even after you had killed it. Now here's the absolute truth. My hands are tiny, and my head is big.
I knew it all along.
Makoto didn't kill Hakuna, you did. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much.
Whatever, I could live without him.
Yeah, I mean, he breaks them constantly. If the blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto?
That's racist. I'm only half blackened.
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that.
What is this, a comedy routine? Too much to make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that's
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. I mean, I kind of did. He would have tried to run and hide. He
I would never run away.
He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
However,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts. And
that's-
bricks in our hands.
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence.
indeed.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. It's not you I'm trying to convince.
That's pretty good.
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. He's the protag. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right. Despair can never kill hope.
Grrr.
Haven't you ever played Pokemon? Hope types are strong against despair. Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. Now you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. Nana nana boo boo.
Grrr.
If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
That's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice.
Well, I have an anti-bitch force field. So, bleh.
It's the back of my hand.
Neener, neener, neener. So what is this advice of yours?
They're both doing that anime thing where you like hold your eye open and stick your tongue out.
Yeah.
To do Hakuna's trial over again. God damn it. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial. It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? Oh shit, are we like...
I've never properly climaxed.
There's no way that was halfway through the game. We've got to be close to the end now. A fair trial, unless this last bit is like super long. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Hakuna's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept this challenge? Probably just execute me without another word. What did she just said? Weren't you not listening?
I'm sorry, I wasn't.
There's a ball over there.
I was kind of wishing I was beneath Kyoko on the ladder.
Yeah, I was regretting that didn't get to be my final thing.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Because I'm a bear. Get it?
Barry, can I go? Yeah, you can leave. I'm kind of embarrassed.
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little, so time for some bear jokes. Bear with me. Now, what you've suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
Does that mean you accept?
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you an unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms.
I thought that was like purebred.
Purebred to agree to
Yeah.
your terms. I know. I was like, wait a minute. It's another pun.
Yeah.
Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? Or will despair claim victory? Let's have one final grisly showdown. That's a kind of bear.
Koala.
No!
Marsupial. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries?
All the mysteries! That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. I'm out of puns. I'm back to paw and bear. If you can do that.
So I have to figure out if the girls like me, YN?
They don't.
Hey!
Then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way out to the truth of Akuna's death, and solve the mysteries of this school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that...
We'll all face execution, right?
Oh, God, no. I was just... I can barely contain my excitement.
I was gonna say no ice cream for a week.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, ground you all from ice cream. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
Day 2 of being grounded, he's just like, kill me!
Yeah.
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure. My nipples are so pointy.
Are they now?
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
Why did you point that out?
I'm
They
excited.
pointed themselves out.
I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure, so what?
hey.
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement.
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Akuna is no exception to that.
Huh? Hakuna's trial is no exception, then it's part of the regulations. Which would have to mean that whoever killed Hakuna...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but
It's Bakugan!
this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students.
Okay.
And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Okay. What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth?
Ellipsis. Ellipsis.
Why do you go quiet all of a sudden? Charging!
Ellipsis. Buffering.
Jesus.
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you.
Good, because I'm trying to end the episode, but I want to get to the end of this part.
So get lost, would you?
You mad, bro?
I am mad, bro.
He seems emotionally unstable. He's a bear.
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. Do you need a hug or something? You're really gonna let me go?
Ellipsis. I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment, overflowing with despair. Pooh 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 pooh
Woohoo!
pooh.
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Is it weird that I still want to hug him?
You hug him and you get speared.
Wow.
Wow, dude, I was just...
I just looked at the sound wave, the audio wave for that laugh you just did. That's insanity looking.
The poo.
Yeah, it's like... It's like having a heart attack. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. All right. Should I click again to see if a chapter ends here?
No.
Yeah, we'll just call the episode here.
Okay.
We gotta be close to the finale, right?
This is marathon time. No.
No, really?
I mean, kind of. That's why we're doing the marathon, but you still got a lot to go through.
Okay. It seems like it's like collect evidence, do one last trial, end of game. But I mean, what game am I talking about here?
Right. I mean, it drags it out, though.
Of course it does.